I had a number of surgeries as a kid. And I had a near-death-like experience leaving my body and going to another world. This place of peace and light and color and just like the most beautiful music you could imagine. When I came back, I was in this recovery room, a child ward with kids without limbs and screaming, and I thought I was in hell. I wanted to go back to where I had been. Afterwards, I felt extraordinarily disconnected from my body, from my parents, from the doctors. I felt betrayed. I felt my life was like a dream, that things weren't quite real. But I found myself going to the family piano, sitting down, taking a deep breath, closing my eyes, and hitting one note at a time, and then listening so deeply to that note just dissolve and dissipate off into silence. Then I lift my finger again, take another deep breath, and that relationship between sound and silence just helped me come back to my body. It helped me heal. And I just found myself doing it over and over and over again. There was a part of me ever since that has felt like I could just disappear off the planet in a moment. Having spent almost a decade working as a child protection team psychologist, seeing just extraordinary, tragic cases of child abuse and neglect, one particular case really just destroyed me. And I wasn't sure how I could go on, how I could live in the world and make sense of the brutality and senseless tragedies that go on in life. The strange thing in our culture is that somehow we're made to feel that we have a sickness or something wrong with us. I had bought into what our culture has said. When you're in that place where you feel that your life has lost all meaning, you can feel that there's no way out. Those feelings brought me face to face with my own disconnection from my heart, from nature, from my own truth. And then through a series of synchronicities that to this day I can't fully explain, I had just an extraordinary life-changing experience. I found myself on a native reservation, guided by a native teacher and elder, something that's called the lament in the wild. My teacher explained to me that you go out there to get on your knees and humble yourself and empty yourself. You cry for a vision for your life. When I began to open that place in my heart where I had felt so defeated and lost and alone, my heart was totally broken open. And yet that's when I felt like I was actually born. And I heard the Native American flute for the first time. I heard a song out of a river sung by an old woman. That was like the voice of the earth itself. And it brought back my three loves of music, nature, and spirituality, or what I'd say the spirit that moves in all things. The trees and the rocks and the sky and the rivers and the four-leggeds and the fin ones and the feathered ones were brothers and sisters. It wasn't an idea anymore. It wasn't a concept anymore. The biggest lie of the last 8, 9, 10,000 years is somehow that we are different or other than nature. That we somehow have dominion over nature, or that we're better than nature. The natural world is the world we have emerged out of, and therefore we are nature. And the indigenous cultures throughout history knew this and lived from this truth. Life hollows us out. We suffer, and the nicks and pains and difficulties are like these holes in this flute, so we can find our soul song, so Creator, life, the universe can play us. And that's the creative act, because creativity is inherently healing. each moment is a note in the song of today. And so that's been so much of my mission since then, is to live every moment as a note that you have to play. Whether it's a note of grief, whether it's a note of joy, enjoy every single note. Play it fully and completely, and to be with it, to be in it. Look at the trees, look at the clouds. Really listen to the sounds around you wherever you are. Be present to what you're hearing, seeing, tasting, touching, smelling. And you will be transformed by that. And you'll start living your truth and nobody else's.